Hello everybody, and today we are taking a look at the Hot Toys Knightfall Batman, as seen in Batman Arkham Origins.
Now, this was quite a surprising release. They have done some Arkham Origins figures in the past, like we saw with the XE suit, and like we've seen with, not the main suit, but we'll not talk about that just yet. But either way, this is a beautiful comic suit that is now from a game line, or was from a game line, and is now coming to our collection. And it is looking incredible. As we can see here, there's a load of glowing lights. There's wires in the cape. It pops out very nicely. As you can see here, it says £211 here, but that's if you speak the Queen's English. That's if you speak royalty, not democracy. If you speak in freedom units, that's $280. I don't believe that £211 includes the tariff prices and all that stuff, but that's a whole other issue. Today we're just speaking figures, and this figure looks breathtaking. The shots they've went for more like the 90s vibes, so they're going more for the comic-inspired vibes, rather than the video game vibes. The blue and purple, just the presentation's nice, it's looking pretty, it's looking spicy. So this is the Azrael Batman suit, very 90s inspired, and they went all in on it. Both in-game and in real life. And you can see here, here's the light-up glowy features. By USB, incredible stuff. It's not button cell. So you're going to be able to actually display it looking like that, which is incredible. I'm glad we're moving in that direction. I hope we stay in that direction. And for a kind of like a side piece, you get quite a lot of this. So maybe Hot Toys really like this suit, or maybe it's a hint of what to come in terms of the Batman Arkham Origins line. So we know InArt do a lot of the Arkham Origins stuff, but it's more with the 6-inch, so maybe now we're going into the 12-inch 6th scale line with Hot Toys to compete. But we'll see how that goes. Either way, I'm extremely interested. I do want the main suit though, because that suit is one of my favourites. And I just need more. I love the variety that we're getting. Although it's another Batman, it's another Hot Toys Batman, we're getting more of it, and that excites me. It looks good. It looks magical. I will say though, this is a very intimidating looking figure in terms of like how it's gonna move. Like you can see there, you are getting it in poses, but there's a lot of material getting in the way. That's a lot of like muscle suit potentially getting in the way. That's a lot of thick materials potentially getting in the way. So we're gonna need to see later down the line how it actually moves and if it can stay in those poses without breaking itself. But as we can see, it can bend its arms, it can bend, it can move, it can walk, and the cape's going to be doing a lot of the poses for you. So that's a good sign.
Due to the colour scheme of this guy and due to like the over-designed nature of this suit,
this is going to stand out on your collection tenfold. I wouldn't argue that this is a grail piece, but they've put the effort into it to make it a grail piece. So let's say if you've got all black suit Batman, and you've got like, a bit of grey, this thing's going to pop immediately. This thing will stand out. It doesn't even need the lights to stand out, but with those lights on top of that, on Batsuits that usually don't have lights, this thing is it's gonna quite literally glow. So I would argue that this is it's iconic. It's an iconic comic suit of a piece of history. You don't need to get it if you haven't played Batman Arkham Origins. You don't even need to get it if you don't like Batman Arkham Origins. But this seems like, for a mainline release, quite an interesting release, not only just for the gaming crowd, but for the comics crowd. This is a magic piece, and I'm super excited to see where we go with this. The problem is with releases now, I do always go, what's next, as soon as something new comes out. And I'm kind of doing it with this one here, because although I do love this suit, and it looks like the hands look sick, everything looks sick, it pops, my brain just keeps going, what other suits can we get? Can we get some different Batman suits? Are we going to get like a whole line of all the suits except the main suit? Are we even going to get the main suit? It gets me asking questions when we get releases like this, because before we're getting like all the side stuff before we get the main character. And I wonder if there is licensing issues with that, because InArt have it, because they have the WB license. But clearly they're doing them here as well. So I don't know if it's a back and forth, or I don't know if they're trying not to step on each other's toes. I couldn't tell you. I'm not a businessman. I just buy things from business people. And this thing it's making me question my bank account, because it's rare to see a figure like this at this high quality as well, with so many extra parts. Because usually when they release a side character like this, especially now, so far down the line of the game, and you know, the 90s, it's been 30 years, God help us all, they usually only give you like the figure and that's it, where there's actually quite a lot of extra pieces with this, which is really nice. So it's making me question, one, do Hot Toys really love the 90s? The answer to that is obviously yes. But two, is there more to this? Are we getting more of this? Or is this more like them testing techniques to use on other figures like USB light up figures? So later down the line, are we going to get an Iron Man that's USB instead of button cell? I hope to Christ that that is true. Either way, it's all good things. The proportions of this figure look great. He moves a lot more than he actually should by the looks of things. He can actually pose quite nicely. I don't know if he's going to be able to stay in those poses, or if it's going to be like a Hot Toys Batman Begins, where like the body like crumples on itself. You have to let me know your thoughts on this one though, guys. I'm really impressed with this figure. This is a figure that's going to be in the basket, but I don't know if I'm fully sold on. It's more the idea of the suit, and it's more the idea of Azrael Batman. The Arkham series just had a design, especially in Arkham Knight and City. They had a design for Azrael that I absolutely adore. Now, if they make a figure of that, I'll buy it 50 times over. But like, because the iconic nature of this suit, because the iconic nature of this character and how almost controversial it was at the time, it kind of makes me want to buy it even more. So they kind of know what they're doing with this one, but you've got to let me know your thoughts. Are you going to pick this up, or are you just going to admire this from afar, which I imagine most people are? If you like this video, hope you enjoyed. Remember to like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and we'll see more figures in the future. Much love, my dudes. Bye-zy bye.